This reading is for a group of you who are giving big cat energy. And what I mean by that is that you have people come and ask you for your opinion about something, but in doing that, it's kind of like reaching out to try to pet a cat because you don't know if it's going to be like nice or if it's going to swat at you. That's the energy you're giving. Is people don't really know what they're going to get with you. You keep people on their toes, and that's not a bad thing to be that way. I feel like some of you are very vocal about your opinions, and there has been something that I think you've been very quiet about, and you haven't fully spoken your truth about it, and you're kind of like, bitch, don't even ask me what my opinion on this is, because it has taken so much of my energy to shut up about it, because I am tired of it. I am tired of the extra burden. I am tired of the extra responsibility, and I'm not doing it anymore. Somebody is pissing you off. I feel like somebody has overstepped their bounds in a way that you're like, I don't know what role you play in my life anymore. Like, that's how far out of bounds they stepped. Card flung out of the deck onto the floor. It's like it's so far out of bounds. Vulnerability. Okay? I feel like this person is acting the way that they are in general because they're feeling vulnerable. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. And then on the top of the Rebel deck is the card Love. Get some, give some, it will cheer your ass up. But then you also have Rebel, because fuck it. Your spirit team is saying that the most rebellious act that you could do right now would be to love yourself more than you have ever before. In the past, it feels like you would have given into something, you would have possibly started an argument. And so whatever this act of, I'm going to keep my mouth shut about this, but I'm doing it not necessarily as a way to keep the peace within this group or within this connection. I'm doing it because I'm keeping my peace. And your bullshit isn't worth the price of my peace. Okay. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. So this can be, we're finding parts of ourselves that we had repressed for a long time. It can be about finding a physical item that we didn't even realize was lost, but as we're cleaning out, clearing out, decluttering, I feel like that's also what the Ten of Wands in reverse could possibly be saying, is that some of you are decluttering, you're getting rid of certain things because you know that the material possessions or the memories behind it are causing stagnation in your life, and you're like, I need to just get rid of it. I need to move forward. I need to cleanse, clear. I need like a breath of fresh air. Some of you are literally wanting to step outside, even if you live where it's cold right now, even if you're not like a wintertime or cold kind of person, I see a group of you going outside anyway. And then you have Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. There is something that has happened in the past, like whatever this reading is about, like it's already happened. So this doesn't feel like it's something new coming in. This feels like it already happened. This just happened for y'all. Whatever this situation is, has essentially opened up this passageway, this gateway for you, where you're like, from this point forward, it's not going to be the same as it was. In the vulnerability card, it says, you're seeking to tread into the unknown. On this, venture into the unknown. This is, you're making a choice. You're doing something that you haven't done before. And maybe it's just the way you're responding to a situation. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually traveling somewhere new, although it could. But but I think that you're handling a situation differently than you would have in the past. But I still think you're maintaining your big cat energy. And I think that somebody is intentionally not communicating with you as much, or they're not asking you for your opinion because you give off that big cat energy. And they're like, I'm a little bit afraid, even if they don't want to admit that to your face. So let's see what advice Spirit has for you, if there's any other advice regarding the situation that they would like to bring up. 7 of Wands. Even if people don't agree with you, it's important to hold your ground. Either somebody was expecting you to support them and you didn't, or you were expecting somebody to support you and they didn't. Either way, that kind of feels like part of what was involved in the situation. And on this card, it says, cornered by a slithering horde on the aeon-old plains of Narthon. Does she have a secret weapon? It could also feel like people are ganging up on you, or maybe there's like a group that is involved with this. It almost feels like you against the world at times is what it feels like. But I think that you're at a place where that doesn't necessarily bother you, because you realize, I'm hearing the lyrics, they not like us. And see how it's like those little alien creatures, and she's, being a little baddie there in her red outfit. Cute, cute. What is your secret weapon? What is something, I almost feel like you have dirt on somebody. I feel like you have dirt on somebody. And that is also why they are afraid to involve you too much in their bullshit. Like, they've kind of sucked you in some way, shape, or form, but you're not like fully consumed by it. And I feel like you know something about them that's kind of on the down low. And they're kind of afraid that you're going to spill the tea. The Chariot in reverse. It says the unstoppable vessel. Normally, you would want to just move forward, assert your dominance in the situation, or completely move on and put it in the past. But your spirit team is like, hold on a second. We can't exactly move past this, because there is an important lesson here. And as I was trying to rush through that phase, Spirit was like, slow down. And that's what your spirit team is telling you too. Slow down. Because somebody else is going to be learning a very important lesson. Like this, if you had jumped in to be some type of savior, or if you had jumped in to be like, this is how I really feel about it, and you, things would be so different. I feel like that's part of why your spirit team is like, you're doing something that you don't normally do, and that's keeping your mouth shut. Or it's not taking action on this when you normally would have. And so I think that your spirit team is proud of you, and they're just validating, like, keep on keeping on. I'm also hearing the phrase, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. Even if it like is directly your business. Because of how involved you are in the situation. I just hear you saying, you know what? It's not my business, really. It's not my business.